What's up, people? Driving in super, super foggy weather. That's what I get. Driving at 5:24 in the morning. Oh shit! Almost didn't see this. I knew it was coming up. Whew! That's all. Almost missed a four-way stop. Nobody's here, so it's been a big deal. Oh shit! That kind of scared the shit out of me. I don't know. I felt like I would record something. You can kind of see my face. Hey. Record a little bit while I'm driving home. About halfway home right now. Put on the cruise control. So played some Redfall. I think I put this in one of my shorts. I played some Redfall on PC. It is absolutely atrocious. I got it at 60 frames per second. So there's many reasons I could see where people would not like Redfall, especially on PC. I had like terrible texture streaming, like to the point where textures just stopped streaming. I have a Ryzen 5, I think it's a 5600X, and a RX 6500 XT, which is a kind of crappy video card, but hey, it's all that I could have. It was the only thing available at the time. That was back when the video card shortage was happening. But I got playing 1080p, 60 frames per second, but no textures were loading in. Not even at the. So when I first loaded it up, textures loaded in fine. Not into the game, but into like the base area. And I played a little bit. It doesn't affect the gameplay. It just looks like a smeary mess. But the gunplay is good. I don't know why people think the gunplay is so terrible. I think the gunplay is pretty good. The vampires are interesting. Multiple different kind of vampires. The AI can be pretty stupid, but that's Arcane. Arcane's AI is pretty stupid. They would have to probably they'd probably have to deal with some of their other teams to try and help that deficiency out. I think they should continue working on it. First of all, the game should have gone into the preview program last year. They should have been like, all right, let's throw this game into the preview program so that the community can help figure this shit out. Because there's a lot of little tiny things they could have done to improve Redfall. I feel like the world isn't nearly as empty as people claim it is. It's not really that empty. It's just that there's not a lot going on. There should be little things going on in the background, like people scavenging for fucking food and supplies and shit. There should be survivors outside of your own group. You cannot be the only group of survivors. You're not, but that's besides the point. We're not going to nail any spoilers, but that's in a whole different. That doesn't affect where you're at. That's the best way to say it. Fuck it. There's a whole other part of the game. Like you think you beat the final boss, he's not the final boss. You beat him, you're like, oh shit. Then you go back to the main headquarters and they're like, oh, you're awesome, blah, blah, blah. And if you're done, you think, if you're not paying attention, you might think you're fucking finished with the game. And you're like, I don't want to play this shit anymore, and turn it off. I don't know. The Xbox version, when I'm playing single player, I have zero issues. Multiplayer, we run into some like weird syncing issues that I haven't run into when I play by myself. Like occasionally I won't be able to crouch. It'll go blink, 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 blink when you hit the button to crouch, like it's denying you to crouch. And it's almost always just annoying and not fucking game breaking. But we were in a vampire lair, and there's a part where you have to crouch through a tunnel, and my crouch was fine, but the host crouch was not fine. And what I ended up having to do was get him killed. I drug some vampires to him, got him killed, and he spawned on the other side, in the spawn point, which is on the other side of the fucking tunnel. So we were able to continue on that mission without any kinds of issues. What else? Don't die with me. I enjoy playing a game. I think I got about 30 hours into it. It has a whole separate part of the game. I believe there's 2 more vampires. And this is where I think they should have had it earlier on in the game. So you have 2 vampires. Their cultists are like basically different factions. Oh, we gotta slow down. I'm about to go through a tiny little town. So the 2 vampire cultists are like fighting each other. So you got like cultists fighting each other. And it's not like the first part where you have like the corporation, what is it? They're private fucking, they're mercenaries basically. The United States calls them something that way that doesn't sound like they're mercenaries, but they're mercenaries. They got hired, and so they're fighting the vampires. In the second part, I think there might be mercenaries. I'm not quite sure, but the 2 vampires cultists are actually fighting each other. Like right off the bat, they're fighting each other. And wow, I'm tired as all get out. I think I'm gonna take a shower and sit in the sack. Gotta take a shower. I am full of filler material for our wheels, like little fine dust. It's all down my back, my hair. It hurts because I sweat. Water, when water mixes with it, it causes a burning sensation. So it was a little bit hot at work, like 100 degrees. It's a little bit toasty, but not quite as toasty as it gets later on. It's like 120, 127. Day shift can get well past 130, 135. That's why I'll never go work day shift at this place. God, I'm so freaking tired. Oh. Well, I've still got some time. Like, The Legend of Zelda. I am a huge Zelda fan. It's basically the only Nintendo franchise I like. The rest of Nintendo's franchise can go pound sand. I don't like Mario. I hate fucking Metroid. And you know what's funny is I love Metroidvania games. I fucking hate Metro. I hate Metroid and I hate Castlevania. But I like the genre, which is fucking hilarious. But I hate both the games. I hate both game series. What else? Oh yeah, so the new Zelda game, which I have not played. I have a Switch, or I should say my wife has a Switch. I haven't played either of the last 2 Zelda games, which sucks. I need to play them. Over here like looking out for fucking, it's foggy, it's a deer all over the place. It got a lot of 10s, a whole lot of 10s, and that really fucking bothers me because it's probably gonna win Game of the Year. And I'm not saying it's not a fantastic game. I'm saying no fucking game that drops to 20 frames per second when you use one of the most important fucking game mechanics should get a fucking 10. It should not get a 10. It literally drops to 20 frames per second when you use your fucking crafting mechanic in the game for building shit. That's unfucking acceptable. 20 frames a second. Not 25, not 28, not 27, 20. Unfucking believable. It's impossible that you could defend that. If that was anybody else, even if it was Sony, and one of the most important mechanics in their game caused it to drop down by 33% in fucking frame rate, they would get fucking blasted. People would blast them. Maybe not a whole lot of ponies would blast them, but everybody else would blast him. Foxy Gamer would blast him. Everybody would blast him. And here's what I don't fucking understand. Because I understand Nintendo fans are fine with 30 frames per second. And that's fine. Whatever. Nintendo makes pretty smooth games. Except for Pokemon. But I don't think that's really Nintendo. 20 frames per second is completely unacceptable. Completely, totally unacceptable. Unfucking acceptable. And no fucking reviewer who played that game, there's zero chance you didn't feel the chug of it dropping to 20 frames. That's a 33% decrease in frame rate. I don't care if the frame timing still stayed smooth. That's a huge... massive. Just how the hell do you fucking give it so many 10s? It's not a 97. I'm not saying it's not a 90, but the rest of the game hold it up. They need some fucking deer. Luckily they were on the other side of the road walking away. I gotta be careful. It is absolutely terrible. The fog is. And these deer around here like to jump out in front of vehicles. Or just run into vehicles. That's what happened in my vehicle. It just ran into me. I just think that's dumb. Anybody else, they get clowned. That was a Microsoft game. If it got a 60, it'd be surprising. You cannot can't have your shit drop 33% and not get put on blast. Anybody else? Nintendo, the only people I saw say anything about it was Eurogamer. I saw Eurogamer give it a freaking, what is a 4 out of 5, which is an 80. That is dumb, dude. 10 out of 10s. It's like, how many of these people fucking beat that game? Nobody beats these games anymore that require like tens of hours to beat. I don't feel like anybody beat fucking Redfall either. I don't know. I feel like people beat half of Redfall and they said, "A fucking terrible game, completely empty. The mechanics suck. The enemies are dumb." I don't know. Just, I'm rambling because I'm tired and I'm driving. What else? Oh, the whole everything depends on StarCraft or that would be awesome. Everything depends on StarCraft. I bet you it's time when Bungie felt that way. Everything everything depends on StarCraft. I did it again on Starfield. That's how tired I am. It's just stupid. It's gonna come out. It's gonna be a Bethesda game. High 80s, maybe low 90s if they've really cleaned it up. If they've really cleaned it up somehow, some way, Microsoft's thrown like all of their freaking advanced technology fucking group guys at them. and just crunched and crushed and pushed bugs, and yeah, we figured out a way to get a 60 frame per second mode. Done a lot of work, made sure everything is working as good as a Bethesda game could possibly work. It might get 90s, but a Bethesda game usually sits right in the high 80s, low 90s range score-wise. Maybe not score total on Metacritic or OpenCritic, but like that's usually where people throw the scores at. I expect the same. The difference is that we will likely be playing Starfield long after we forget about Zelda, we forget about Horizon Forbidden West, long after we forget about freaking God of War, long after we forget about all these games. People will still be playing modded Starfield. It will not surprise me at all if we get some form of Tamriel modded into one of these freaking these worlds that are empty. These modders are gonna pull out some crazy shit. I can't wait to see what these modders do. It's gonna be awesome. I hope that modding tools are more robust. Dang, lady. Walk of shame. Fuck. Yeah, I hope the modding tools are a little bit more robust for console users, because there's a lot of cool stuff you can do on PC side you couldn't do on console side that required like a script extender. Really hoping we see some of that make its way over to console. Whew, almost home. I don't even know if I'm going to post this, but I might do it. Anyways, Starfield, regardless, it's not going to probably be it's not going to be like a 97 to 98, unless never say never, but I'm saying never. I don't think any kind of Bethesda game will freaking score that. And it won't surprise me if it's scored on like a scale. Like they're like, oh, it's Bethesda, and they screwed up. This is just another Bethesda game, and 78, because that's how people are. And I am so tired. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm home. I don't know what's going on with this weather. I'm out of here, man. 18 minutes, 12 seconds. So that was a little bit more than half the drive home. Peace out, people. Stay safe out here in these gaming streets. Stay salty. All of you. You're all fuel for the salt pile. I gotta get my salt in. Maybe someone's mad or, oh my god, dude, I missed it. Oh, that's crap. Oh, wow. I missed Alex's live stream. I was so tired today, I forgot about it. Anyways, peace out.